So again, the first one, I didn't like the first one, so this is the second one. That looks really fucking dope. Anyways, um, this is why we can't have superpowers. So the first reason that we can't have superpowers is because they don't like it. Um, so I wrote this video like a fucking few weeks ago, and I didn't like the original one, and now I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But so this is gonna be a lot of talking about me, only because I can explain my example of why we can't have superpowers, because it's affecting me in a certain way, and I can go ahead and explain that. So they don't like it. Already, reality has been trying to contain me from making the videos I'm making. So this was something actually that cleared up this week and the last week, but there were forces trying to contain me for making the videos that I'm making, because they don't like when you can what's the word, display that you have freedom. So the voices and the people around me have been talking and yelling even about going back to sleep and staying asleep. So this was something that, if you know how your vessel can be, I don't want to scare people by saying possessed, but it can be taken over by certain entities, and the entities will sway what people say, knowing the radius. It's all relative, but the entities around me have been using the vessels around me to talk about things like sleep, being shut down, yelling, methods of control. So really, my reality has just been getting shaky, was getting shaky with all that stuff. But this was really me just breaking through. This is nothing compared to what I've been through, but this is just like, I'm breaking through with the whole video thing. So there are forces around that are, I'm kind of nudging them, getting in their way a little bit, and they don't really know how to react, because it's new to them. They weren't expecting me to be where I am right now. And sorry if you can hear that. But that's what I'm talking about, like shit like that. Like, people will be yelling while I'm doing shit like this, and it's because it's trying to control me. And you'll notice it in anything, any vessel, even plants can do this. Plants do it on an energetic way. They're gonna be doing it through your mental construction. But if you go anywhere and something's trying to contain you, it'll use the vessels around you, and you'll just hear people talking about like, yeah, so they need to go to sleep and stuff like that. Just shit like that. I don't know. If you know, you know. But if you don't, you should probably learn. But the battle of good and evil, positive and negative, as above, so below. So everything balances out, and it doesn't always do this live, but this is just a theory of mine that I just came up with like right now, or I just like thought of right now, and basically it has to balance out eventually. So it'll either do it live or it'll do it through karma. And the reason we don't have superpowers is probably because of our karma, but it might do something. So I have Agent Smith written down too. It might do something like Agent Smithy, where like as the people get superpowers, the Agent Smith gets stronger, so that there's balance. But I don't see it going down that way because the people have, not the people, the control matrix has the power right now, and it kind of has us under it. Like we're this is the world, but there's like a parasite on it right now, and that's the real reason we don't have superpowers is because of the fucking parasite. But it balances it out. So I'm gonna just say there's a lot of resistance making this video. I don't know what the hell it is. I'm taking that as a sign that I shouldn't be talking about this, but someone has to because it's becoming something real pretty soon here. So someone's gotta burst its bubble. But the Agent Smith thing, yeah, I kind of explained Agent Smith earlier in the video about how it'll use vessels, like how it could come through any vessel. Agent Smith could go through any vessel. He could manifest it when the vessel saw the Matrix being bent. Then Agent Smith could use that vessel to stop what was happening. So, yeah, something along that line will happen to us if we were to start having superpowers, which I wouldn't be surprised if this shit started happening pretty soon. I don't want to throw anyone under the bus, so I'm not really going to talk about it because it is very new. Give me like 10 years, I'll probably be talking about it every day. But for now, you can suck my dick if you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about because you're probably not cool and you're probably the reason that I used to cry every day. But this video is literally just about me. Well, it's the most that I've talked about myself in a video, so I'm just having fun with this. I was taking it super seriously, but like now I'm just like whatever. Show some personality, man. It's not always about the information, you know. Sometimes you want to know the creator a bit, but reality isn't up to date for superpowers. It's still structure, not live generations. So in the backdoor video, it's what's it called? I don't know. In the backdoor video, I talk about how the aliens have us plugged in, so it's structure and it's not live generations. I've seen this before. Is the feeling you'll get. But really, it's it'll become like a live generation, so you'll be able to spawn doors that you can go through that'll lead to places that you created in your mind. But it's still structured, so we can't do that right now. But once it becomes live generations, and buildings can be like accidentally blown up by a superpower, and then, you know, someone that is good at coding buildings and stuff will just think about it and be like, oh shit, that thing's fixed. That's when we'll be able to have like crazy superpowers. But like I said, reality is not up to date for this shit. It has to disconnect before it can be plugged in. So basically, we're plugged into a current matrix that doesn't want us to have superpowers. They're trying to control us. They're harvesting us for energy. If you see the Matrix, I talk about that a lot in this video. We're batteries, pretty much. Well, we're not batteries, but we make a lot of energy. So if something wanted to use us as a battery, something is using us as a battery. It's not physical yet, but like it's not robots and shit. But a certain entity is harvesting us for energy. I don't know who or what is, but something is. You know, I'm probably gonna scrap this video too. And if I don't, fucking YOLO. But yeah, it has to be disconnected before. I don't know. I don't fucking know. We can't have superpowers because we don't have superpowers. And people would be scared. And the main reason that we don't have superpowers right now is because we aren't in control of our minds enough yet to will these superpowers into being activated. We all have, we're actually like perfectly like golden set up to be the ones that have superpowers, but we don't control our mind enough. There's a disconnect between our mind and reality right now, and people that control their mind will um, they have control over the surroundings too, because the surrounding is a part of your mind. So uh, once we gain that control over our surroundings, we'll be able to, and it's not control actually. For us, it's not control. For someone, it's control, but for us, it's more of harmony. Once we become in harmony and we realize that everything is intelligent, um, we'll be able to communicate and be like, hey man, so basically I was thinking a door here and you let me walk through it and it leads to the thing that I had in my mind, you know, the thing I'm talking about, and then it'll do this in a split second. But once we get into a relationship with our surroundings, then we'll be able to do things like that. But with that being said, uh, the people that are stuck in the walls, essentially, they don't like humans. They think we're a nuisance. Um, so they keep us trapped in these boxes to stare at our phones. It's just something that I remembered that from a long time ago. Just the other day, I was like, we really built boxes so we can stare at our rectangles all day, which is the fucking funniest thing to me. Yeah, but anyways, I hope that this video can see the light of day. Um, Let me see if there's anything else that I have to talk about. Yeah, basically they don't like it. Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about. The people on the walls right now don't like it. Um, they they don't they don't want us to not be their little energy slaves. So they're pretending that all of this stuff is real and it's physical um, and it's not able to be tapped into. Like, I know that we can tap into it, because like I said, I've seen it get a little funky. uh, I've seen shit get funky before, so I know it can happen. uh, right now it's just we're not in enough synchronization to access that all the time. Yeah, so that's all I got to say in this video. So it was either shit or purposeful shit, so I went with purposeful shit. I'll probably not be talking about superpowers anymore. But yeah, if you believe in superpowers, definitely leave a comment. Unless you're not in a good spot, then don't leave a comment, because the feds will get you. Uh, Probably not, but be safe. I don't know what you're supposed to know, and I don't know what you're supposed to share. So if you're still pretending that you don't know anything, but you do know a lot of shit, then you do you. And I'll see you in the next video.